Don't prove yourself everywhere because you are good enough, clever enough, fine enough, and powerful enough. You don't need other people to certify you. You are already precious. From childhood, we are running for competition and comparison. Wherever we see, people are running towards comparing them superior to others. In school, there is competition among students. In the house, there is a comparison between brothers and sisters, like, he studies well and you are dull in studies, she paints nice and you don't know anything. Because of this, we cannot see the world without comparing and competing. For example, you have a small car, but in neighbor you see a big car, then you start comparing that I don't have the same and the desire for it increases. Do not prove yourself everywhere. Sometimes trying to prove that you are the best is an insult. Nihar Ranjan Das. Here are some reasons for don't prove yourself everywhere. 1. You cannot fulfill the wishes of everyone. Wishes are unlimited. Every person you meet has different wishes from you, so it does not mean that you can fulfill all the wishes. The world is materialistic. The person whose wishes we can fulfill is the person who we were yesterday. Prove yourself to yourself, not to others. Don't change yourself for others. The person who really loves you will stay with you forever without comparing you. Make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. Know your worth even if they don't. 2. It's impossible to please everyone. Anyway, some people will always tell you what you did wrong and then hesitate to compliment you for what you did right. Don't be one of them, and don't put up with them. When you run into someone who discredits you, disrespects you, and treats you poorly for no apparent reason at all, don't consume yourself with trying to change them or win their approval. And be sure not to leave any space in your heart to hate them. Simply walk away and let karma deal with the things they say and do, because any bit of time you spend on these people will be wasted, and any bit of hate and aggravation in your heart will only hurt you in the end. 3. Every try to make happy is worthless. At last, however, every time you try to prove everyone, please everyone, at last for them you will be worthless. Once you make mistake, then if you try thousands of times to rectify your mistakes, but in the eyes of that person, you will be the same kind of person. So you don't have to prove every time to everyone everywhere. Sometimes in a relationship too, there comes a time to give proofs. If after giving proof your relation is as it was before, then it's good. But if every time you have to give proof, then says no. Every time it's not only your mistake, so you don't have to prove anything, kindly walk away from their life for some time and let them make realize. 4. Be responsible for yourself. Broken people lack self-esteem and self-respect. Thus, broken people are desperate to prove themselves to those in power. They express their obsession by snitching on their neighbors, selling out the future, and joyfully drowning dissenting opinions. What do they hope to gain? A feeling of belonging and the false peace that comes with external praise and recognition. However, you have to avoid such a path. Enslaving yourself to the collectivists, masses, and elites will not grant you peace. They will ignore, belittle, and insult you until you do what they want. Therefore, you have to turn away from seeking external praise from those who beat you down. Have the courage to create a plan for your life. Then pursue that plan with daily goals, weekly goals, and yearly goals. These smaller goals will feed into your life goal and help ensure your success. Persist through the challenges life throws at you. You are responsible for going forward, even when things are difficult and unfair. However, if you persist, you can find new, exciting ways to dominate problems and deliver solutions. No one else really knows what's best for you. Don't lose yourself in your search for acceptance by others. Walk your path confidently and don't expect anyone else to understand your journey, especially if they have not been exactly where you are going. You have to take the steps that are right for you. No one else walks in your shoes. Let others take you as you are, or not at all. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. By being true to yourself, you put something breathtaking into the world that was not there before. You are stunning when your passion and strength shine through as you follow your own path when you aren't distracted by the opinions of others. 6. You know better than anyone else. What you are capable of, people tend to judge others by statistics and files, not by individual ability. This can be frustrating when you're trying to do more than the norm and hearing how it's impossible. You are the only one who can judge your capabilities and potential effects. After all, you know more about yourself than anyone else possibly can. Part of having nothing to prove is the willingness to prove it, even when the only person you're proving it to is yourself.